Recently, President Donald Trump gloated over how much his billionaire friends made on the stock market following his walk back of the worldwide tariffs that had been cratering the markets. So now, stocks had jumped more than 7% on Wednesday within minutes of his announcement, suspending the tariffs for another 90 days. So you've got some market volatility going on here. The market ultimately closed more than 9% higher. As a result, the world's wealthiest people ended up raking in about $304 billion as the markets shot back up. Once again, I have to note that, like, when the markets do well, average people don't really do well. We don't do any better. But when the markets tank, somehow we're the ones that also suffer. So no matter what, the rich tend to still do better. Now, interestingly enough, Trump, before the market opened and before he announced the suspension of his tariffs for 90 days, he said this on Truth Social. Quote, "Be cool. Everything's going to work out well. The USA will be bigger and better. This is a great time to buy." Wait, how would you know it'd be a great time to buy? Oh, right, because you buy the dip, right? The markets crash, and then when they recover, you make a ton of money. Oh. Now, before I get to that, here's Donald Trump in the Oval Office now bragging about how much money his billionaire friends made.
This is Charles Schwab. It's not just a company, it's actually an individual. And he made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad. He's in financials. I've always been following.
Oh, is that so? Oh, from all the stuff that you were doing, the market manipulation. That's what it looks like to me. The president of the United States manipulating the markets in order to help rich people get richer. Yeah. Look, Trump caused a massive sell-off. Okay. He caused the markets to go down by putting tariffs on every country in the world, including 2 uninhabited islands. What are you going to do? Are you going to tariff the penguins? That's exactly what he did. And then apparently told his friends before he fixed it to buy the dip. And now his friends are even richer, while average people continue to get poorer, continue to get hosed. He was talking about how egg prices have gone down. They've actually increased. Oh, gas has gone down. It's actually increased. Everything is opposite. Okay? And I cannot believe that I didn't see this before. Perhaps I am so convinced that Donald Trump is just a complete moron that I forget that he is also a pretty well-accomplished con man who is not above manipulating markets. He is the president of the United States. He has the ability to manipulate markets. What he says, whether it be on Truth Social or anywhere else, it kind of matters. So, gee. Now, they're going to look into it, of course. There's already calls for a congressional probe. Adam Schiff, for example, sent a letter to the White House to, quote, request an urgent inquiry into whether President Trump, his family, other members of the administration engaged in insider trading or other illegal financial transactions with advanced knowledge of non-public information about the tariff policy change. Now, Arizona Democratic Senator Ruben Gallego also joined Schiff in signing the letter. They're not the only ones. AOC also went after the administration, saying any member of Congress who purchased stocks in the last 48 hours should probably disclose that now. I've been hearing some interesting chatter on the floor. Disclosure deadline is May 15th. We're about to learn a few things. It's time to ban insider trading in Congress. Now, of course, calls to investigate the administration and people related to it was met with accusations of, Democrats, you're just playing partisan games. And you're playing games with the entire country, with the entire economy. So, I mean, who's playing the worst game here? Look, let's be clear. he crashed the markets with tariffs, dumb tariffs, which he then backs out at the last minute on, and then claims that he's a genius. Oh, I planned this the entire time. Well, if you had planned it the entire time, then that is tacitly, confirming that you are manipulating the markets for the benefits of your giant donors. Okay? And that's exactly what happened. Look, some hedge fund managers were very concerned that Donald Trump is not a rational actor. Oh, interesting. Here's Tom Lee, for example, the head of research at the financial analysis firm FS Insights. He wrote on Wednesday morning, quote, "In the last few days, we have had many conversations with macro fund managers. Their concern is that the White House is not acting rationally, but rather on ideology. And some even fear that this may not even be ideology. A few have quietly wondered if the president might be insane." Well, after, apparently to his billionaire friends, he ain't looking so crazy. In fact, he got them much, much richer. After the pause was announced, the markets ended up skyrocketing. The S&P 500 rose 7% within minutes. I believe it was the Dow Jones that hit over 3,000 points. So, I guess who's crazy now, right? Who's crazy now? Now, that said, Trump was asked by a reporter on Wednesday when he decided to put a pause on the tariffs. He said, quote, "I would say this morning, over the last few days, I've been thinking about it fairly early this morning." So just recently? Now, that kind of contradicts what National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett said on Thursday, where he said that the pause was based on good faith conversations. "I was on a call with the president and the president of Switzerland yesterday morning that was incredibly congenial," Hassett told reporters at the White House, according to CNN. So here's the thing, though, right? I don't believe that it was just, congenial, all these leaders are coming in. Because first, Trump was ignoring those leaders. They were leaving it on, what? Oh, leave a message, right? You're blowing up my phone. Leave a message. I'm not gonna answer it. What? I thought the whole purpose was about negotiation. But no, apparently not. But now they're saying, well, we got 75 different countries that are coming in to negotiate now my tariffs. Isn't that something you could have done before you did the tariffs? Because you were threatening it. And then you did it. And that caused a massive sell-off. But of course, rich people benefited from that. Look, I think this is market manipulation, okay? And might even be on the advice of someone like Elon Musk, who himself has been accused of manipulating the market. Remember Dogecoin? Elon Musk was sued for allegedly manipulating the price of crypto. Okay, investors had accused Musk of using Twitter, back when it was Twitter, in an appearance on Saturday Night Live and other stunts to trade Dogecoin at their expense, including by timing trades of Musk's public statements and activities. Now, of course, that lawsuit was unsuccessful. They couldn't prove, according to a judge, that there was anything fraudulent going on based on tweets, right? That suit ended up being dropped. It's pretty difficult to prove market manipulation, especially when you don't have a lot of rules, like when it comes to crypto. Okay. And by the way, going back to the investigation that Democrats are hoping to launch, Trump's already immune. So even if he did manipulate the markets and they could prove it, he wouldn't get in trouble for it. So at the end of the day, regardless of what happened, regardless of the intention here, the rich still got richer while the poor continued to face higher prices on just about everything. Because those retaliatory tariffs, from China specifically, 125% retaliatory tariffs on that stuff. It's going to get more expensive for a lot of people. And even if it doesn't directly have an impact on some parts of the economy, we all know from COVID that these companies are going to take advantage of that. Some of them will, and raise their prices anyway, even if it doesn't cost them anymore, because then they could pad their pockets. This was a very successful transfer of wealth from the poor and working class, middle class, whatever you want to call it, to the very, very wealthy. That's it. And of course, it also cost our reputation as a country. Nobody's really going to trust us on trade anymore as a result of this. And while the markets may currently be back now, there's no guarantee that Donald Trump isn't going to do something stupid to crash them again. And then, of course, if that happens, the same people will buy the dip and get that much richer. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.